Well, hello everybody. I'm back again. It's been a while since I made a video. We've been pretty busy. We've got about 7 inches of rain so far, and with some more to come. And I'm glad because pastures are starting to look pretty bad around here, and at least now we're probably going to have a good fall cutting hay, or have some hay to cut this fall anyway. But which that was a blessing. I guess everybody's seen all this stuff going on with a lot of people call her knee pad Harris, or chameleon Harris, or she's just a socialist communist. What she is. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. That's what she is. But I did watch probably one of the best rallies I seen President Trump make when he brought that young lady up on the stage here in Atlanta. Oh man, boy, did she lay into Harris. I mean, she absolutely cut her to the bone. And she told the truth. You know, that's what we've been missing. You know, that's one reason all these politicians and deep state and all these companies and stuff are afraid of Trump again, because he can't be bought. The global economy is what they all strive for. And you listen to them talk, it's a global economy. I don't care about you or me. You know, when they're actually trying to destroy farming and ranching, especially small family farm, they want us out. They want us out of the way. They want to control your food. They want to control what you eat, when you eat, and where you eat. I mean, it's up to you people. Where you stand up, we come out in massive numbers, and we say no and put a stop to this. Just like a Bud Light. Learn a lesson. If the people stop buying your product and stand up and say no, you change. Well, that's what this government of the United States needs. We need, as people, all people, to stand up and say no. No to the open borders. No to all the handouts all over the world except for the American people. No to making unconstitutional laws. And no to radical socialist judges that's put on the bench that only agree with their party and don't rule by the Constitution. That's unconstitutional. That has to be struck down by the Supreme Court as being unconstitutional. Because it's a Democrat judge or Republican judge, they need to go by the law, not their political party. But our country's not run that way no more. They've learned to divide the American people in little pockets, little camps. And conservatives, Christians over here, Republicans in them here with globalists, liberal Democrats, progressive Democrats, communist Democrats. Keep them separated, keep fighting between one another. And the rulers, the real rulers, the corporations, with the bought and paid politicians in their pocket. You know, you look at the censorship going on now in these countries. Google, that's what owns YouTube, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. You know, Elon Musk got a pretty much open platform. But he's a Democrat too. But at least he believes in open platform. He's borderline the old Democrat, I guess. But he's smart enough to see what America's turned into. He sees that they want a race war. So it's up to us people to say no to all this stuff. Cut the mainstream media off. Cut all these platforms off that's not straight up and straightforward. That lets both sides have their say, and you decide. You know, it's easy to vote your way into socialism, but you can't vote your way out. You know how you come out of socialism? You fight your way out. That's why these socialist Democrats want your guns. They want to do away with the Second Amendment. You know, a gun is a tool. It can be used for good or it can be used for evil. Just like a car is a tool. It can be used for good or it can be used for evil. Dynamite is a tool that you use to blast a stump out or open up a road. It's a tool. It can be used for evil. So, same way with these social media platforms. They can be for good or they can be for evil. And we're seeing a lot of evil, ain't we? You know, if taking away posts that says Jesus Christ, or if you believe in Jesus Christ, shadow banning, not putting people's videos out because they hold a certain viewpoint, because they believe that American first. You know, we believe in that President Trump can get us on back on the right track. We're not voting for the man. We're voting for his policies. Listen to that young girl on the stage and listen to what she says. I mean, it's true. What she said is true. If you hadn't seen President Trump's rally, I suggest you go back and look at his rally in Atlanta yesterday. I think it's one of the best ones he's had. You know, some of the things that the government are doing against farmers and ranchers ain't going to fly, because I don't think a lot of them is going to comply with it. I'm not complying with that. You know, they've already got traceability within 24 hours. They don't need a chip in my cow to hit from a satellite to tell me what I've got standing up there. I'm not going to do it. This ain't, Nazi Germany. What was it Goebbels said? Was it Goebbels or no? It was what was his name? Dr. Death or whatever they call him. He says, accuse your opponent of what you're doing to hide what you're doing. Does that sound like the Democratic Party there? Does that sound like the mainstream media? Does it sound like they've got that old Nazi playbook out there and they're reading it down? Does the Democratic Party, their Socialist Party that they spout now, Kamala Harris and her comments that she's made about depopulation, mandates, do away with red meat, what does that sound like? Communism. Socialist communism. You know, it's out there, people. All you got to do is look at what she said in the past. I mean, the media can dress her up and make her like she walks on water, but her comments and what way she done in the past is her. It's what she believes, her true beliefs is she's a socialist. She is a communist. So if she gets elected, here's what I suggest you do, start doing. You don't know what they're going to do. It could be like 2020. They're already hyping her up and building. It's tight. Oh, it could go either way. It's tight. No, they're building her up to do the same thing they did in 2020. So don't sit on your laurels and think the president's got it in the bag, no way he can lose. Yes, he can. Very easily. Just like 2020. So we've got to come out in massive numbers. We have got to try to get people out to vote. I hear people talking about, oh, look, J.D. Vance. Listen, trust that God is in President Trump's ear and gives him wisdom to choose and do the things that he needs to do for this country. I think the young man will do all right. Trust, my favorite one in the Bible, and I tell everybody, and it's the truth, is faith. Jesus said if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. We have to have faith. Faith. Faith, that when you, in the Bible, when you read the Bible, People take passages all the time out of the Bible and turn them around this way, turn them around that way to meet their own narrative. And take little snippets, and a lot of things in the Bible I don't understand. I admit it. I don't understand it. But I have faith in Jesus Christ that what's in there is the true word, a living word of God. You know, and no matter what we do in life, whether we fail or we have success, all we have to do is have faith that God's got, if you fail, that God's got something else for you to do. It's just faith. And we have got to have faith in this country that God will step back in. But don't sit back and think Trump's got it in the bag. You know. I just got faith. You know, if we ask God to help us, that He'll help us. And I believe He's got plans for America. I pray and I hope that He's not turned His back on what America has become, how wicked and it'll just the stuff that's going on. It's just shoved in your face every day. That men can be women, and women can be men, and putting little girls in men in little girls' bathrooms and shower rooms and these locker rooms and in the gymnasiums. That's not us. That's not us. You know, if those people want to believe in that way, you know, I can't. I'm not going to. How can you say that? It's not up for us to condemn or judge. We can tell them to get right with God and ask them if they know Jesus. But other than that, they'll be judged at a later date. It's not for me and you to judge nobody. God will judge later on. They'll be judged later on. We all will. You know, we're all sinners. You know, we're children of God, and we're going to make mistakes, and we have to ask the good Lord to forgive us and help us. And but, you know, God give us free will. And God give us the ability to fight back and say no on this stuff. Just like the Olympics, He gives us the ability to fight back and say no and turn the TV off. Get them where it hurts in their pocketbook. Don't watch their commercials, their ads. Same way with the mainstream media. Cut it off. Go elsewhere for your news. Real places that does real journalism. And it's all over social media. If these journalists are trying to compete and put out real, truthful stories to fight back on the lies of the mainstream media. Besides, the mainstream media is just another arm of the Democratic Party. They spout socialist views and racist views, and you know, they're trying to promote races over other races. They're really wanting a race war. They're trying to divide between race. We've got to come together and say no, and vote in one voice this time, and show them that we have the power. The American people, whether you're black, white, blue, green, Indian, whatever you are, wherever you come from. Wherever your parents come from, you know, it don't make no difference. We're Americans. If you're an American citizen, you're American. Black, white, green, blue, yellow. We have got to come together and tell them no, that we're not a socialist nation. And if you vote your way into socialism, you won't vote your way out. You'll have to fight your way out. So that's our choices this year. For your children and grandchildren, you best get up off the couch and do your part. And quit spouting off the people that you're tired of the political season. The BS, the political BS. Well, some of it is BS, but when you go to the gas station and fill up your car, when you go to the grocery store and things are 3 and 4 times higher, and you're living from credit card to credit card, robbing from Peter to pay Paul every month, because you're overspending on one credit card and you're using that, and then next month you're using that other credit card. sooner or later, those credit card companies are going to cut you off. And you'll starve. So it's up to you. This will be the most important election of your lifetime. Get up off the couch. Do everything that you possibly, humanly possible that you can do to get people registered to vote and out to vote. And that's the best we can do. I know this wasn't too good a video, but it's what I had on my heart and mind. So you can either watch it or don't watch it. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.